In today's video, we are going to look at how to answer questions in a question paper. Specifically, in this video, we'll look at paper 1 for last year. You can see this was 2021. This is paper 1, which is out of 80. I'm going to answer all the questions in the question paper, and maybe you can also take note of that after this paper 1, the second video will be paper 2, and I'll also record the other videos on paper the previous years, like 2020, 2019 and 2018. So if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe so that you can follow the videos. Let's start. Now we have question 1 there. Question 1 says that we should calculate the given weight there, and we should give our full calculator display. Now here, what you need to do, you take out your calculator. I have my calculator here. I put it on, and then what I do, I open the bracket. My brackets are here, and then square root 15, and then plus 7, and then close bracket, and then cube. My cube is here, equal, and that is what I need to write down, all the numbers that are appearing there, because the question says full calculator display, all the numbers that are appearing on the calculator, and you write this number where the space is provided. This 1, 2, 8, 5, and be very careful with this decimal here. Don't write it this way, it's not a comma. Write a full stop. I don't know what you call it, but yeah, you need to write that, and then 4, 2, 3, 3, 0, 2, and that is the answer. The second question, it says write 0.36 as a common fraction in its simplest form. As a fraction, we want to write it in this way: a over b, whereby a is a number smaller than b. That's a common fraction. So in our case, what we do, we take that 0.36, we multiply it by 100 so that we can get 36, and we divide that by 100, and then we simplify that by dividing 36 by 4 to give us 9, and then we divide 100 by 4 to give us 25. So the answer is 9 over 25. But if you look at the number of marks allocated, there's only 1 mark. It means you don't need to do this working. So if you're smart enough, what you can do, and you have a calculator, bring your calculator, and then we have 0.36. You put your calculator on, you punch 0.36 with this calculator. I don't know about other calculators, but if you have this calculator, once you're done punching like that, just press equal, and you have the answer there, and then that is the answer that we have right there. And then letter B, we have to write this fraction as a percentage. What this means, it's 3 over 5. We multiply. It's a percentage. It means we multiply by 100%. You can also take your calculator to make your work easy. It is 3 over 5 and then times 100 equal. We get 60. And then you write 60%. Number 3. From the list of numbers, write down a prime number. By definition, a prime number, I can give an example of 2. A prime number is only 2 factors, the number 1 and itself. So on our list here, there are only 2 prime numbers there. But first of all, before I give all the prime numbers, it says a prime number. Don't write 2. Even if they are more than 2 or they are more than 3, only write 1. So the prime number here is 13. The other prime number is 109. Now in exam, it's either you write 13 or you write 109. Don't write both, because here it says a number. Only if they could have said 2 prime numbers, that's when you can write 2. Letter B, a square number. A square number here is 49. By definition, a square number is a number that you obtain when you multiply a number by itself 2 times. And then number 4. Number 4, we have to write 5.2 times 10 to the power negative 4 as an ordinary number. 1 mark. This is how you should answer this type of questions. Start with 5.2. Don't write a comma there. Although we have a comma there, but here don't write a comma. Start with 5.2. Now this comma means should go to the left hand side. How many units? It's 4 units. So it means from here it should go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it means my comma now should be here. So here I have 0, 0, 0, and then a comma there, and then 0 here, and that is the answer. Okay, let's continue. Number 5, it says arrange the following numbers in order of size, smallest first. Smallest first, it means we are arranging the numbers in ascending order from the smallest to the biggest. Now this question, what we are given here, is fractions. So it's difficult for us to tell which one is the smallest and which one is the biggest. But what we can do, we can use a calculator to express those numbers in decimals first. Let's start with 3 over 5, 0.6. So this one here is 0.6. And then 17 over 30, that is, so here you can write the first 4 numbers, the first 4 digits: 0.5, 6, 6, 6, 6 there. While the last one, that is 7 over 12, which is 0.5833, and so on. So now that we have them in fraction, we can now be able to tell which one is the smallest, which one is the biggest. So the smallest is 0.56, Why am I saying this? Obvious, 0.6 is bigger than this and that. So here we have 5, here we have 5. The following digit is 6 here, and here is 8. Obviously 8 is bigger than 6. So the smallest between the two here is this one. So what we do, we now start with 17 over 30. Don't write the decimal numbers, write the original numbers that you were given, followed by 7 over 12, and obviously the last one is 3 over 5. Do not reverse the direction. Number 6, express 308 as the product of its prime factors. What I usually do, I can write 380, then I do that. I divide that by 2. You can use a calculator if you want. Half of 300 is 150, half of 8 is 40, therefore 190. Yeah, 190. So 190, if I divide that by 2, half of 100 is 50, half of that is 45. Therefore I have 95. 95, I divide by 5, I get 19, and then I divide by 19. These numbers here, these are called prime factors. Therefore my final answer, I write 2 times 2 times 5, and then times 19, and that is the answer. Since there are 2 marks here, it's important for you to show your working, for you to score 1 mark, and then the other mark is for the final answer. Sorry if my voice is not very loud or clear enough, but I'll try to speak a bit louder. Letter B, we have to find the highest common factor of 114 and 380. Now we are done with this one. We have expressed this number as a product of its prime factors, which we have here. Let's work on this one. 114. We divide that by 2. What we get is half of 100 is 50, half of that 57. We are going to divide this by 3. Is it by 3? Yeah. So that we can get 19. So we can also write, before I write this, let me rewrite that. I have my 308 here, the first one. I have 2 to the power 2 times 5 times 19. Therefore my 114 will be 2 times 3 times 19. Now here you need to pay special attention. To find the highest common factor, if you are done with this process, you look at the common factors or common prime factors. In our case, it is 2 and 19. So our highest common factor is 2 times 19, which is 38. Number 7. On a certain day, a shop sold 8% of 900 copies of a Pukiro newspapers. Calculate the number of copies that were left in the shop. So first we have to calculate 8% of that, and then we are going to subtract from this amount. Then we are going to get the number of copies that were left. So we write 8%. Since it's percent, then we write out of 100 times 900. We are going to use our calculator here. If you are very smart enough, you could also let me do this. 8 over 100 times 900 equals to 720. These are the books which were sold, copies. So the remaining, we take 900 minus 720. You can still use your calculator if you want. 900 minus 720, you get 180 copies that were left in the shop. Number 8. Kalefa started exercising at 10:15 and finished at 5 minutes past 11 the same day. For how long was Kalefa exercising? You can still use a calculator to make it easy. What we are going to do here, we are going to subtract the final time or the end time, which is 11:05 minus 10:15. So on the calculator, you look for this button, with those things. So we punch 11 and then that button, and then 5, that button again, and then minus 10, same button, and then 15, same button again. Press equal. So here the 0 means hour. As you can see here, it's 11 and 10, these are hours. 5 and 15, these are minutes. So we have 0 hour, 50 minutes, 0 seconds. So you write here 50 minutes. Number 9, fractions. We need to show all, the word all is in bold. We need to show all our working. Here we multiply 2 times 5, we get 10. 10 plus 3 is 13 out of 5 minus 1 out of 4. So the idea was to convert the mixed number into an improper fraction. Now from there we can now make the denominators to be the same. How do we make the denominators to be the same? Let's start with this fraction here. We multiply top and bottom by this denominator here, which is 4. $13 times 4 is 52. Let me use blue. 52 out of 5 times 4 is 20 minus this side I multiply top and bottom by 5. 1 times 5 is 5. here is 20. Now the denominators are the same, so we can only subtract the numerators. 52 minus 5 is 47. Therefore we write 47 over 20. This is the answer, but this answer is a mixed number form. So whenever you have your answer as a mixed number, write it as a mixed number. What did I say? Let me repeat what I said in case I made a mistake somewhere. I said if the answer that you are getting is an improper fraction, this is an improper fraction, therefore we have to convert it into a mixed number, in case I made a mistake somewhere. So to write that as a mixed number, we ask ourselves, how many times can 20 go into 47? It is 2 times. Remainder 7 over 20. Alternatively, you can use a calculator. You just punch 47 over 20. You press equal. But because we want to get what do they call it? A mixed number. You punch shift and then this button. Then you have 27 over 20. If you want to know about how to use a calculator, there's a video that I already uploaded. It's on the just check the same channel, you get it. I have explained how to use a calculator. So we write 27 and then 20. Number 10. When was given 3,500, she invested this amount in a local bank for 2 years at a rate of 4.5% per year compound interest. Calculate the total amount that she received after 2 years. The formula for compound interest is that I know in other countries they break this formula into different ways, but this is the formula. Where this A is the total amount, P is the principal amount. In our case, it's 3,500. The R is the rate, which is 4.5%. The N is the number of years, which is 2 years. Let's substitute in the formula. Principal, excuse me, 3,500, 1 plus 4.5 over 100 over 2. Now you should keep in mind, let me write it in a different color. Like I said, in other countries, what they would do, they would write this way: 1 plus 4.5 you divide by 100, it is 0.0 it is 0.045, like that. It is still the same. Let me just confirm in case that is That is 4.5 divided by 100. Yeah, 0.045 years. So it's either you write it this way or you do that. It's still the same. But as for me, I don't waste time. I just use the calculator like that. Then I punch 3,500. 1 plus 4.5. That is over 100 to the power 2. And therefore the amount that I'm getting, let me write it here, 3822 point, because it's money, we should write it to decimal place, that is 0909. So we write the final answer here, 3822.09. What I should also emphasize here, some people, they get confused once they get this amount. What they do, since they're asking the total amount, they now take this thinking that this is interest, they add to the principal amount, which is wrong. Look at the principal amount, it's 3,500. The answer that we are getting here is 3,822, which is more than that. That means the interest is already included here. So if you to calculate the interest, you will take this amount minus that, then you'll get the interest. Number 11. I'm going to use a different color this time around. In the space provided below, write each number in this calculation correct to one significant figure. This number to one significant figure, we don't count the first zeros and we ignore the decimal. We count the first significant figure is actually a non-zero. So in our case, it's 4. So in our case, 7 would give 1 to 4. Then we are going to have 0.5. The rest can write zeros, it's fine. They won't matter. And then here, the first significant figure here is 3. So 4 is less than 5, therefore to round down, then we have 3, 0, 0. And then here it's 10. And then here it's 25. No, here it's 20. Yes, it's 20. Then we are using that to calculate. Then we have 0.5 times 3,000, 10 plus 20, which is 50. In a hospital, the ratio of the number of baby boys born to the ratio, to the ratio of the number of baby girls born is that. So what you can do to make it easy for yourself, write baby boys to baby girls. Once you are done with that, or simply you can just write boys, girls, then you are given the ratio. It is 3 to 2. Do not twist. It is boys that come first, therefore you write boys first. The same with the ratio. The number that comes first belongs to the boys. Now we are told that 180 baby boys were born. 180. Actually, the number of baby girls were born. So what you do, here there are 2 ways, and I think I need to show maybe both of the ways. What I do to make it easy for myself, I can divide 180 by 3 so that I can get 60. And then I multiply the 2 by 60. that I can get 120 joules. The other way, you could say, since we have 3 to 2, 180 to x, we multiply these two. So 180 times 2, you divide by 3. Let me see that. 180 times 2, we divide by 3, and we are getting 120. And that is the answer there. Jürgen went to visit his grandmother in Germany. The exchange rate, he exchanged 5,500 Namibian dollars to euros. The exchange rate was 1 euro equals to $19.60 Namibia dollar. Calculate the amount in euros that he received. So first, always write the exchange rate. Once you are done with that, since you are given the amount in Namibian dollars, you also write that, which is 5,500. Here x. Then you're going to multiply that, and you're going to divide by 19. Let me do it. 5500, we divide by 19.60, which is 280 to 2 decimal place 0.61. Number 14, convert this kilometer per hour into meters per second. 108 kilometer. I want to convert this kilometer to meter. I multiply by 1000. Since 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter, I divide that. It says per hour. 1 hour, we have to convert the 1 hour to seconds. You may be wondering, where is the 1 hour coming from? When it says per hour, it means per 1 hour. So 1 hour to seconds, we multiply by 60 and then by 60. 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. Therefore, the 60 minutes, 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So we multiply by that. And then what we get, take the calculator nicely like that. And then you write punch 108 times 1000. And then 60 times 60, get 30. So the answer there is 30 meter per second. The scale on a map is 1 to 280,000. A road is 4.8 centimeter long on the map. This is on the map. I think I need to make emphasis. Obviously, on a paper like this one, we cannot use kilometers. We use centimeter. But we are given the scale. So we want to find the actual length in kilometer. What you do, you take the 4.8 centimeter times that, which is 280,000. And what we should get, okay, maybe before I say equal, since it's in centimeter, after you multiply by that number, it's still in centimeter, but we want to convert to kilometer. So we know, use a different color. So from we want to go from centimeter to kilometer, from centimeter to meter, like that. Here we divide by 100, here we divide by 1000. So since we want to go straight from centimeter to kilometer, we divide by 100,000. So we are going to divide by 100,000. Take the calculator. 4.8. Let me do that. 4.8 times 280, 300, and then 100,000 equals to 13.44. We just write 13.44, and that is the answer. A total of 950 Oshitadi students entered the quiz competition in 2021. This was an increase of 25% on the 2019 entry. Calculate the number of students who entered this quiz in 2019. Let me explain this question. There are 2 years here. We have 2021 and we have 2019. In 2021, the students are 950. We don't know how many students were in 2019. But all that we know is in this number 950, there is 20% increase on whatever the number was in 2019. So in other words, when you have this type of a question, this is a reverse percentage. So what you do is the following. In 2019, it was 100% the number of students. But in 2021, there was an increase of 20%. So we increase. Increase means plus 25% to give us 125%. Because it's reverse percentage, usually we write percentage, like in the other previous question we say it was 80 over 100. The 100 is the denominator. When it comes to reverse percentage, it means the 100 should now be the numerator. So we are now going to write 100 over 125 times that number, 950. Take your calculator. 100 over 125 times 950 equals to 760. 760 students. And obviously, this answer makes sense because if in 2021 the number is 950 after the increase, obviously before the increase the number should be less than 950, and of course our answer here is less than 950. Number 17, we need to solve for x, only 1 mark here. That means you can write, I think I need to emphasize this one a little bit. Since it's 1 mark, it's either you can show your working here and write the final answer, or you can just give the final answer if you can clearly see it. But to show the working, we are going to divide both sides by 10, so that this 10 and the 10 can cancel. Then we only have this side, x equals to 8 over 10. But we know when you have a fraction like that, try to simplify it if it's possible to simplify. In our case here, the number that can go into 8 and 10 without leaving a remainder is 2. So 8 divided by, is it 2 here? Yes, 8 divided by 2 is 4. 10 divided by 2 is 5. That is the answer there. And then number 18. Number 18, we need to expand the brackets here. Here we multiply this 6 and the 2a. 6 times 2 is 12. Because of the a, we also write a. And then we also multiply 6 times -5. Don't forget the negative. In case, just bring the negative here in case you forget. Then 6 times that gives us what? 30. Yes. So you write the answer, 12a minus 30. And then here we want to simplify. When you're simplifying, always, especially when you have an algebraic expression like this one, collect like terms. Which ones are our like terms here? We have f here, we have f, and then we have g, we have g there. Then what we can now do, 4f plus 8f, and then minus 2g minus 7g. What I can do here, since I have f, I can take out my f, and then 4 plus 8 minus g there, I can take out my g, 2 minus 7. 4 plus 12, 4 plus 8 is 12, therefore I have 12f. And then here I have minus 5. Minus 5 times that I have positive, therefore plus 5g. Writing this as separate logarithms. This one I think you need to recall the laws of logarithms, otherwise you will get it wrong. But we can write here log of 2. I need to separate. Here's multiplication, therefore it's plus log of x to the power 3. But that is not the answer. Here I have log of 2 plus, I take the exponent there, come in front, then I have 3. I have 3 log x. So the answer is log 2 plus 3 log x. And then we have inequality here. Which color should I use? Let me go with blue, since blue is dope. The same here again. Identify the like terms. So in my case here, I can take 3p, and then this 7p to come this side, means minus 7p greater than or equal to 2. Then negative 10 goes the other side.